we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you a special presentation of
Two Nerds, a podcast. Your home for everything movies, music, video games, and everything in between. With your hosts, Bunny the Bruiser, and Dynamite Jared Latching.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Two Nerds, a podcast. We are Two Nerds. This is a podcast. I am your host, Bunny the Bruiser.
And Dynamite Jared.
If only the audience could have saw your cat in the background in the absolute face of terror when you initially screamed.
But she didn't run away, though.
Didn't run away. She's just looking inquisitively.
She looks really pissed.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So, how's it going, man? What's up?
Not much. I just got reinstated to Kent State University. I'm going to be going back to school, buddy. That's what's going on in my life. Very nervous about it.
Very nervous? Don't be nervous, man. Good things are
nervous.
in your
Last
future.
time I went to school, it was an absolute disaster. One of the worst things of all time.
Wait, I mean, it's been what, like 12 years?
12 years.
Yeah.
It's been since that disaster. And hopefully those 12 years have, I don't know. Hopefully I do better this time.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's an exciting week for you. I mean, getting back into school. It's been an exciting week for a few of our friends that I've heard some rumblings. We won't go into the details of it, but we'll just say it's been given a whole new meaning of Rick the Dick that's been going on.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, and I don't know, and Miles has been making some 2021 resolutions. Wants to have sex at least 5 times next year, he says. So, we'll hope the cards are in his favor.
It must be nice to be at a point in your life, in your 30s. I feel like it's not that uncommon, where the only thing in the entire world that you are worried about is the next time you're going to have sex.
Well, he had 3 resolutions. That was just one of them. I can't remember what else he said.
Okay, was the second one about the measurements of one of the girls that he was going to have sex with next year?
No, it was just 2020.
She'd have a certain bust.
No, it was just the year of only loving my friends. Hopefully I have sex 5 times. At least it isn't 2020. That's what he says.
So what's the third resolution?
At least it isn't 2020. I don't know.
That's not a resolution.
I don't know. He's just looking forward to the future, I guess. I don't know. Not really a resolution. I have no resolutions. My life's going to be shit no matter what year it is, so it's fine.
Does 2020 really suck that bad? Or is it just the coronavirus that sucks?
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I mean, Donald Trump's gone, so I mean, that's good. I mean, there's been a few good things that happened this year. Some pretty horrible things. I mean, but I think the horrible things outweigh the good things. Probably. In the totality of everything that's been going on.
What was the last year that everybody thought was just fucking horrible?
Everyone hated 2016. But that was also
when I look back on 2016, that was like one of the best years of my life.
Yeah, I mean, the Cavs won title that year. I finally finished up school. My movie premiered that year. I mean, that was a good year for me, but then the Donald happened.
I finally brought home the title, the EPW championship belt. The Cavs won. I saw Huey Lewis in the news live. At least the summer of 2016 was really good.
Did you happen to see my Spotify Wrapped stat this year?
Emily said something about it.
I was
like,
for Huey.
Please God, in 2021, let my husband listen to something besides Huey Lewis on the news.
I tell you what, those first few months of quarantine, that's all I was listening to was just Huey Lewis on fucking repeat. And it turns out I was in the 0.005% of their listeners.
0.005.
Yes.
So that's like you were it. You were the one.
I was the one.
You basically listened to Huey Lewis on the news more than anyone else in the world.
I got him a new Ferrari this year from all the fucking Spotify plays I gave
He
him.
should send you a personalized message. I wonder if he'd scream since he's like deaf now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Hey, buddy! Thanks for all the listens.
Oh, that's terrible. But yeah.
No, that was a great show. And 2016 ended terribly because not only was the Donald kind of cast upon all of us, but I also started a 3-year relationship near the end of the year that wasn't great. 2-year relationship?
Yeah, like 2.5, yeah. But that year we also started the podcast. We did the Lost on VHS season 1. It was the year we started doing stuff, 2016. So it wasn't that bad for us.
Yeah.
I see you pondering some stuff, but that's fine.
I'm just thinking about 2020. What about if 2021, okay, we got the FDA just approved this Pfizer vaccine. Okay. What if in 2021 we face coronavirus version X?
What, like a mutation of it where the vaccine
fucking
doesn't work?
It's like Mega Man X, but the coronavirus.
It just starts over again.
It's just like a bigger, badder coronavirus.
Brand new series on a next-gen console, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's something for 2020, though. The next gen of consoles has come out. And I mean, nobody can get one, but
it's true.
They're out. They exist.
Yeah.
I feel like people will look back on 2020 in a few years and be like, that was when PS5 came out, and and they'll look at it through rose-colored glasses and be like, "Yep, PS5."
Yeah, at least we got the PS5.
What a great time to get the PS5. Oh, except nobody could fucking get it.
Yeah.
Because once again, buddy, they've not produced enough consoles for launch.
Hey, man, that's part of the marketing scheme, man. You gotta build up that demand for it, even though they probably would have sold no matter what. But you got to get the people talking. You got to get the people talking, man. It's got to be the hot item.
Ugh.
Really, honestly, I'm not that upset that I don't have it right now because I mean, like, not that I play PS4, but like the only exclusive launch was Demon Souls and like one other game. All the rest are like cross-platform anyway, right?
I haven't looked at is Spider-Man?
Yeah, they have it on PS4. Yeah, Miles Morales PS4. Yeah.
Well,
everything.
No, I'm not talking about last gen. I'm talking about like, is it on Xbox?
Oh no, that's a PlayStation exclusive.
Because listen, no, stop. Nobody wants the fucking previous gen version, okay? Let's not go down that road. Do you remember? I don't think the difference is that drastic anymore with console generation transitions anymore. But I remember as a kid when the console generation would change over, okay?
Right.
And I would never get the new console for like at least a year, okay? Because my parents just wouldn't. When PS2 came out, okay, I remember Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4.
Okay.
Was out on PS2, okay? All right, well, I want Tony Hawk, okay? Well, I got the PS1 version, for my birthday or whatever. And sure, it was fine. If you like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 and 1 and stuff, it played exactly like those. But then you fucking go to your brother's house and he's got the PS2 version of it, and it's just like a completely different fucking game, and it's better in every way.
See, the only exception that comes to my mind that I experienced with that sort of situation was Twilight Princess, because it was coming out towards the end of the GameCube's run, at the beginning of the Wii's run. But I didn't want to fucking play it with motion controls, and the fucking Wii version was flipped anyway. Like, the entire game was mirrored because more people are right-handed. Yeah.
That was the only time that I actively wanted the previous generation version, because it was developed for GameCube.
Right, and then they just ported it over.
They just kind of like ported it to the Wii and flipped everything on it. So I've still never played the Wii version of that game. I
haven't either. I have the GameCube version still.
I was like, I want the GameCube version.
Yeah, and then I have the HD
wasn't
remake.
Sold on the motion controls, and let's face it, the only Zelda game that really fucking went in on the motion controls is considered one of the worst ones.
Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was considered one of the worst. I thought people liked it.
A lot of people don't like it. I liked it when I played it, but now looking back on it, I really don't remember any. I don't remember any of the bosses. I don't remember anything about it.
See, I remember
there's like an island in the sky.
Skyloft.
And you can ride on like a bird.
Yeah, Skyloft. I remember the fucking... I forget what his name... I think his name is like Koloktos or whatever. Like the robot golden guy with like the 7 swords. You don't remember. You don't remember it at all? Okay.
I liked the game when I was playing it. But at the same time, I felt like if I recall correctly, I feel like it was like too easy, and some of the puzzles were just like really formulaic. I don't know. Like, Skyward Sword is definitely one of the weaker ones. I like Twilight Princess more than that, but I don't really remember much about Twilight Princess either, aside from the gigantic fucking Hyrule map and how long it took to get to fucking places on your horse.
Yeah, it took forever. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, and they did the same thing. Emily's cousin has Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. It was like, I'd rather be dead.
Oh, yeah. I was, getting the Wii U for me was like the fucking big struggle. I never got a Wii U, but every year I asked for one for Christmas, because I thought eventually this goddamn Zelda game is going to come out for Wii U.
Right.
But it never did.
No, not towards the end. I mean, they put Breath of the Wild on it, but it was developed for Switch, and they just put it on Wii U if you didn't have it.
I'm glad that I never got the Wii U, but there were a couple of Christmases in there where I was like asking for the Wii U pretty heavy and not getting it, and just being very upset at the end of Christmas. And I remember like the last year of like the Wii U's like console cycle, because the next Christmas Switch was out and I got the Switch.
Right, yeah.
But the last year of the fucking Wii U's life cycle, I asked for it for Christmas like I always did. Fucking opened all the presents, nothing. Okay? And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I know that I like really drilled this into my mom's head. Like, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. And then she was like, oh, I've got one more present for you. Like, a hidden present. I was like, oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
She brings it up. I don't even remember what this fucking present was. All I can tell you is that it wasn't a Wii U.
Yeah.
And I just felt like she just stabbed me. The last present should have just been a knife that she like opened herself and then just stabbed me in the chest with it.
Yeah. I feel bad for the Wii U, because, I mean, not enough people did it, and, I mean, I like the concept of it. It's the same concept, basically, as the Switch. They just didn't have all the details, like, ironed out with it yet. And the Switch, I feel like, basically half of the games on Switch are shit that they ported from Wii U. Like, the Mario Brothers remaster, then Mario Kart 8 was a Wii U game, like, I don't know. I feel like the Switch needs to step it up with the games, because it's all fucking remakes and fucking ports. Like, they just did, like, the fucking Biohazards on Switch now, and just, like, I don't know. They need more, like, original shit. It's pissing me off. That's why I want a PS5 so bad, because I want to play Demon's Souls and Spider-Man.
Hold on. Did the fucking, they didn't, of course they didn't, because we would have talked about it at some point. They never dropped the N64 Virtual Console, did they?
Not yet, no. They're saying next year, from what I've heard. Once the Super Mario 3D All-Stars is out of circulation in, like, March or whatever, they're saying it's going to be like in the following November. So like November next year-ish. Allegedly. So, who knows? I don't really care because I still have my N64 and any game I'd want to play I have already. So, except for like Perfect Dark. That's like the only game that like I never played because it was rated M and I was like 7. So,
Yeah. I think it'd just be fun to play GoldenEye online.
it would be, yeah, but I don't know. I never got into GoldenEye back in the day.
Listen, buddy, listen.
Here's the thing. My parents didn't let me play shooting games. And whenever I played it at a friend's house, I was just trash because I never had practice doing it because I didn't own it. And then I can't play it now because it's garbage.
But you gotta fucking... Man, it was just fun. You play that 4-player split screen and you're just running around. Chops only. Sometimes you're just running around chopping each other.
Yeah, but if you're the fucking scrub and you're getting murked by all your friends constantly, it's not very fun.
You got the dudes playing his odd job in chops, so you have to like literally actively aim downwards to chop them.
Yeah.
And they have a good advantage. They can just run up and chop your dick, and you're done.
Yeah.
Goddamn, hiding in the stalls and the faculty. Man, this is a fun game. I like GoldenEye.
Yeah, I appreciate it for what it did for gaming and, but, I mean, I wouldn't play it today. It's garbage.
Come on, don't call it garbage. That's kind of harsh.
I don't know. Some of those games, I mean, they just don't age well, man. I mean...
You're like, oh, Perfect Dark, but that's basically GoldenEye 2, just without James Bond in it.
I guess, yeah.
And with the expansion pack.
Oh, you had to get the expansion for GoldenEye?
No, for Perfect Dark.
Well, because it came with Donkey Kong, right? Because like all the Rareware games were taking up too much fucking space. So I think they gave it to you when you bought Donkey Kong. I'm pretty sure, because that's how I got mine.
What, the expansion pack?
Yeah, like came included with Donkey Kong 64. I mean, you could buy it separately, but it was literally required to play Donkey Kong 64 because it was too big.
Did they not have it with Majora's Mask?
I don't know. Well, I think Donkey Kong came first. I'm pretty sure that Donkey Kong 64 came up before Majora's Mask.
Well, I used it for Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
And I played Perfect Dark a few times, so...
Yeah, November 22nd, 99 is when Donkey Kong came out. Majora's Mask wasn't until 2000.
That's crazy to think about. I was living in Ashtabula already when I was playing Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't really see it that way.
How do you see it? Like, what do you, like...
I just felt like I was playing it in Jefferson, but I was already living in Ashtabula by 2000, so...
Yeah. Time flies, man.
Yeah.
Majora's Mask had this sick-ass fucking cartridge, the holographic, like, gold one. Was that the one you had?
Oh, Majora's Mask is great.
Yeah.
What a good game. Ocarina of Time's better, but...
we could argue about that. That could be a whole fucking series on the fucking...
You think Majora's Mask is better?
Majora's Mask is my favorite game of all time. You didn't know that?
Oh my god.
Majora's Mask is my favorite game of all time.
It might be I can't say it's even my second, because I've only beaten it once. Whereas Ocarina of Time I've beaten like fucking 30 times.
Yeah. It's like an every other year thing for me. I'll go through and play it again. I actually really like the 3DS version. It has like a few changes that I'm not cool with, but like overall, like they improved a lot of the like time skipping stuff. So makes it a lot more user friendly, I guess.
Yeah, maybe the reason why I never played Majora's Mask again is because I beat it like 100% when I played it the first time. I made damn sure that I was going to get that Fierce Deities mask.
Oh, yeah, you got to, yeah.
And so I got it. And then after I did that and I beat the game, then I went through and I beat all the bosses using the Fierce Deities mask again. You just go back in time, then you have the mask, and you just fucking fight the bosses again with it.
And you did all that when you were a kid? Because when I was a kid, I couldn't fucking play it. Like, I literally didn't know what the fuck I was doing. and I would never.
Well, I used a strategy guide.
Oh, see,
I mean,
I
it's
never
just
read
masks
anything.
that there would be no fucking way. It's like you have to be here on day 2 in the afternoon at a specific spot when the lovers are fucking talking or whatever.
Right, the couples mask and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like I couldn't fucking do that. So I had a strategy guide. I cheated, but I needed that fucking fierce
Yeah.
deity mask.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, literally, I was like 7 years old. I never read any of the things that like the non-playable characters would say, so I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So then at the end of the 3 days, I would just die and then not know what was going on because I wasn't
you
reading.
weren't reading NPC text when you were 11?
I didn't. I was not 11. I was like 7.
Oh, I thought you said 11.
No, and I didn't give a shit because I was like, I just want to play the fucking game. I don't care what this fucking Bombers gang has to say to me. Like, I just wanted to fucking run around.
Well, I can't remember if I was reading NPC text or not when I was playing Majora's Mask. Maybe not, because I was just rocking the strategy guide.
Yeah, probably not.
I feel like I was, though. Because around that time, I started playing Final Fantasy, too.
Yeah, so you got to.
So, I'm not really sure. Whatever. It's been so long. I definitely read NPC text now.
Yeah. Good for you, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. I know all the happenings in the game.
Yeah.
In the game world.
So Last of Us 2 won Game of the Year. The Gaming Awards were this week. You still haven't played it yet?
No,
Neither have I. I mean, Miles says it's good. I mean, I haven't played any of the games that were nominated except for Animal Crossing. There was another game.
Just told me the Blair Witch was good.
Was that nominated for Game of the Year?
No, he just said it was good.
Oh.
He did say not great.
Oh, okay.
He said good, not great.
Hmm.
But I think good might be a stretch too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't played it. I can't really say anything. I just saw that it had mixed reviews.
Yeah. I would imagine. Yeah, but Last of Us 2 wins Game of the Year. Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's fine. Jared crying face emoji. Yeah, I don't know.
I have Last of Us 2, and I started playing through Last of Us 1 again to kind of freshen up on the story. But then I got into Yakuza 2.
Yeah.
And that consumed it. And now I'm going back to college, so I will never play video games again.
Yeah.
Until I graduate.
Until you graduate, yeah. I don't know, man. You'll get through it. You got to have time for studying and then time for play. I mean, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, my time for play is going to be time for work.
Yeah. Miles told me he was like about to send you some like workout videos or whatever, and you're like, I can't stay in shape and go to school at the same time or something.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Are you fucking crazy? No, I'm going to be like 50 pounds overweight by the time I get out of school. Because I'm just going to be eating chicken tenders and fucking sitting on my ass all day.
Yeah.
Staring at computer screens and, yeah, I mean, with working full time and going to school full time, I just don't foresee like any second where I'm going to be able to do anything.
Yeah.
It's going to be like fucking eat, work, sleep, study, repeat. Not necessarily in that order.
Yeah. And you start in January?
Yeah.
You better get your Arnold films in early, man.
I was thinking about all that today. I was like, I should probably watch these in December and just take a lot of notes so that when we record, I'll just be like, oh yeah, this is what happened.
Well, I will say 2 Arnold films have been watched by me. Well, 3 Arnold films, one that we're not covering.
Arnold?
Yeah. But I've watched 3, 2 for the show. Hercules in New York is free on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
And what's the other one that I watched? End of Days is on Peacock. So I watched that on that. They're both with ads, but at least that way they're free. The other ones that we decided to cover.
It has ads on Amazon Prime?
Yeah, because it's through like IMDb something or other. So it has like ads on it. I don't know why.
Well, I have End of Days on VHS, so I can just
Well, then
watch
you're
it.
good. So we got to get our hands on a copy of Junior and Collateral Damage. Either that or fucking come up
I
shooting
have
with
Collateral Damage on VHS. I don't think I have Junior, but George probably has it on like a Blu-ray or DVD.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure it out because I'm not trying to spend the $3.99 fucking rental on everything. Like goddamn.
Oh, there it is, Junior.
If I gotta spend $3.99, we gotta fucking watch it together because at least both of us aren't fucking gonna have to pay for that shit.
I might have it on VHS. I'm not really sure. Maybe I can bring the laptop in. We'll go look right now.
Oh my god, we're getting a live look at the tape room right now. It's been a while.
Podcast here.
Yeah.
And if you people at home go and look at your tape room, this is like a 4D experience.
Yeah.
There's Michael Myers. He still scares the shit out of me
Every time every time you walk in, yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Are you shitting me right now? Junior, we're fucking golden. So we got all the films we need to see. So we're fucking good.
Yeah, as long as Michael Myers doesn't come to life and strangle me before I get out of this room.
Yeah.
There's the fucking... Yes, sir.
The scoop? Or the fucking... The gatekeeper?
The gatekeeper?
Yeah.
Fuck the scoop.
Goddamn.
Interactive fucking VCR mystery, whatever the fuck that is. Here's some Subtype Zero I know that nobody in the podcast world can see this, but there's some Subtype Zero fucking merch that's I should probably just sell.
I thought that all went up in the bonfire.
It's like CDs.
I thought they had a sacrificial little thing going on with
there
that.
might not be any shirts in there anymore, but there's definitely CDs.
Exciting stuff, man.
Yeah, so the only Arnold movie that I don't own, I definitely do not have, is Hercules in New York. So.
Yeah. I will say this, you got to make sure you watch the version with Arnold's actual vocalizations, not the dub.
Okay, not the dub.
No, do not watch the dub because I watched the one with Arnold. So that way it's consistent at least.
Okay. It's funny that they initially released a movie dubbed, but then Arnold's accent became so iconic that they were just like, all right, we're releasing the original audio now.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Yeah. So I think it's worth seeing the dub at some point too.
Yeah, I've seen a few clips of it on YouTube. It's ridiculous, but it's funny because they do like the side by side, where like they'll do like the dub version and then right after the Arnold version, and it's just like it's so ridiculous, man. But I'm excited for you to watch it. Don't look at my letterbox for either of those because you'll know my thoughts about it.
God damn it!
I didn't leave reviews, but I left ratings. So
right.
But I don't know. So I watched those two, and then we got two more that I gotta watch. So January's looking pretty fun, so we'll see, and we'll have some other stuff to talk about, because I don't know if we can do a full hour on Hercules in New York, but we'll try to stretch it out.
You don't think so?
We might be able to. I mean, if we do like the first like 20 minutes of banter like we normally do and then get into it, I mean, we should be fine, but
you're confident that End of Days...
Well, no, I don't know. No, just in terms of all of them. I mean, like, when have we ever started recording a podcast and then immediately started talking about the film? Like, we always talk about some other bullshit at the beginning.
But you're saying that you don't think we could get an hour of just Hercules in New York, but you're confident that we could get an hour of just End of Days?
To be honest, I feel like we'll have more to say about Hercules in New York than we will about End of Days. So I retract my previous statement. For End of Days, I feel like we might be having to stretch it out a little bit.
Okay.
But we'll see. I don't know. You might come with a lot of things to say about it, but I don't know. And I also watched Running Man for the first time. We're not covering it on the show because you've
Yeah,
already
because
seen
I've
it.
seen it.
Yeah, but
I need to rewatch it though because I hated it when I first saw it, and I think that I would appreciate it a lot more now.
I thought it was very boring. But
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe I was right then.
Yeah, but
I just know that some of the one-liners in it are ridiculous.
it has some hilarious casting. Like the Family Feud guy is in it as another game show host of The Running Man. Fucking Mick Fleetwood's in it. And
Mick Fleetwood is in it?
yes.
Yeah. What? I didn't know that at all.
He's
I knew that Dweezil Zappa.
Yeah, Dweezil's in it for sure, and fucking Jesse Ventura's in it as like
I knew that as well.
Captain Falcon or whatever, not Captain Falcon obviously, but like whatever his character's name is, but
that'd be awesome if there was a movie of Captain Falcon, actual Captain Falcon played by Jesse Ventura.
Oh, that'd be incredible, yeah. Back in his prime. Before he was a 9/11 truther or whatever, as you say.
Hey, so are we.
Yeah.
This is the hottest conspiracy theory podcast on the internet right now.
Hey, man, it did decent views, man. We got to start getting some clickbaity titles and thumbnails for all these videos, man.
Decent views. How much did we get?
I haven't checked the Spotify and stuff listings, but as far as like the YouTube, it's done like twice or three times as much as our like average episode this season. So, but both the conspiracy theory episodes, but particularly the second one, did.
Well, that was when we really hit our stride.
Yeah. So maybe that'll be our Thanksgiving special from here on out. It'll be Thanksgiving conspiracy theories.
That's the season for conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
44 views and 16 views on the...
Yeah, but that's just on YouTube. That's not cross-platform, so we'll have to take a look.
Okay, so you have the analytics on everything.
Not right now, but I mean, I could get them, but not at the moment, I don't.
I'm surprised that our Being the Elite Sucks episode didn't get more views. 6 views on YouTube. That's a great thumbnail, and that's just a fucking... That title, that should just draw in a lot of AEW marks that like will come in for like mean comments.
Yeah, we got more on the wrestling is more than just flippy shit one than we did on the Being the Elite one.
Yeah, more than twice as many views.
Yeah.
But we're trending upwards with our conspiracy theories. So we should just say this episode's about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I mean, we could. What's a good one that we haven't covered?
Why are there not enough PS5s?
Why are there not enough I told you, man, the supply and demand, unless you have
but you
another theory.
You can dress this video, like the title up, like we have a conspiracy theory about it, even though we don't, because there's no conspiracy.
Yeah, and they'll have to listen to this far in the episode to make that...
to know that we baited them, and that's already 35 minutes in. We've already got you, so I don't really care if you click off at this point. I would too.
So I'm on our anchor right now, and surprisingly, in December we did see a pretty big spike. Let's get into our analytics a little bit here. I
like how you're playing with a pen, and I am also playing with a pen.
Hey man, that's what we do. We got that telepathy going on. 94% of our viewership is in the United States, although we do have 1% in Russia, Ireland, and less than 1% in Finland, Singapore, Saudi Arabia, Germany, and Denmark. So
nobody in Japan.
Nobody in Japan yet. We got to start figuring out what's going on in the Japan world. So next week is the week before Christmas, and that's going to be our Christmas special, I guess, because the episode after that will be after Christmas. So we're going to have to be hyping up KFC and all the other Japanese Christmas traditions.
Yeah.
To figure it out.
Tearing down the lights on Christmas Day.
Yeah. Do they do that on Christmas Day? They take everything down that day?
Like Christmas Eve is like the fucking big the big day there. I guess that in Japan, Christmas is more for couples.
Oh, really?
It's not like the big family holiday is actually New Year's, and Christmas is kind of like a couple's day.
Yeah, because I knew Christmas Eve was big with like the KFC thing, because like you have to like place your order like months
you do
in
the
advance.
KFC thing. You place your order in advance, and you know,
Yeah.
it's like $80 for like a big meal.
Right. Crazy.
Hopefully, I'll do it one day.
So it looks like all of our audience is from the ages from 23 to 34. 100% of our audience.
So we're technically hitting that 18 to 40. What is it? 18 to 45 demo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
93% male, 3% female, 3% non-specified. Let's go to our episodes here. See what episodes are top clicks. It's probably
I'm sorry to those non-specified people. I've probably said some insensitive things on the podcast before.
You just apologized for it, man. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just covering my tracks.
So, shockingly, the conspiracy.
I wonder, before you say something, I wonder how far I have to go back on the podcast to catch myself saying something that would make current me really cringe.
Not far. I'd say you could probably go to earlier episodes.
Like 3 episodes.
I was gonna say probably episodes this season. But Being the Elite did a little bit better on the streaming sites. It's got more views than both the conspiracy theories episodes put together.
Oh.
So we know the audience for AEW is on Spotify and not on YouTube, even though Being the Elite is on YouTube.
That's because it's much more fun to listen to podcasts about the wrestling show than to actually watch it.
Yeah. Our highest viewed episode on Spotify is the Batman reaction, and when we talked about the Powerpuff Girl reboot, that episode, which I vaguely remember us watching. I mean, vaguely remember us talking about either of those things because we were also watching a basketball game. So, during that episode. So.
There's an... Oh, wait. I forgot already. There's another Powerpuff Girl reboot happening?
Other than the one we talked about. We talked about the live action one that's going to be on like the CW.
The one it's going to be on Netflix?
The CW. It's going to be on cable. Did you see all the fucking... This keeps it topical. Did you see all of the fucking things they released for Disney's calendar for the next couple years?
I saw... It's like 12 Marvel series, 12 Star Wars series, like fucking... It's like 12 of everything, right?
Yeah, and like 6 Pixar things, and then like a bunch of other just regular animation and live action shit. Who has the fucking time to watch 12 Marvel shows and 12 Star Wars shows?
Especially in the state that Star Wars is in. The fandom is very unhappy with the state of Star Wars right now.
Well, they liked the series. They liked The Mandalorian. They didn't like the films. But I just can't imagine investing that kind of time in anything.
Yeah, okay, well, The Mandalorian can be good, you know what I mean? But can we really assume that since Mandalorian is good,
all
that
these
the
other
other
shows,
fucking 12 series are going to be good?
No, probably not.
They're going to drop the ball on something.
I would imagine, yeah.
Is one of these going to be a Yoda series?
No, one of them's like an Obi-Wan story that bridges the gap between the prequel trilogy and the new trilogy, in the old trilogy, like the 70s trilogy. Which is getting...
How is there... You got 12 new series coming, and you can't do one focused on, like, the fucking life and times of Yoda.
Not yet, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he'll be in there.
Yoda, as terrible as the meme was the fucking hottest meme of... Was it this year?
Both years. I mean, he's everywhere, man.
Baby Yoda was so fucking hot that... don't isolate that clip. Baby Yoda was so popular that you would think that it would just be fucking common sense. And for one, Yoda's been popular forever. Like, what was the big thing? I remember people saying, was it in episode 2? Yeah, it's in episode 2. Episode 2 is god awful. It's terrible.
Of this
but-
season or last season?
Huh?
I zoned out for a second. Oh, are you talking about the films?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, Attack of the Clones, garbage. Yeah.
Attack of the Clones, trash. But the two things that everyone talked about when that movie came out was General Grievous, which I think I said on the podcast before. Who cares? Oh my God, he's got robot arms that split and he can spin multiple lightsabers at once. Who cares? And then Yoda. I still haven't seen Phantom Menace, so I don't know if Yoda fucking does anything in that movie.
Not really. Phantom Menace is a lot of sitting around in boardrooms talking. And pod racing, yeah.
And in Attack of the Clones, Yoda starts doing the flippy shit.
Right, which you're not a fan of. Are you a fan of Yoda's flippy shit?
I was a fan of Yoda's flippy shit when I saw it in theaters. I was like, oh, damn, Yoda's going off. I didn't know he had it in him.
He goes off in the third one, though. Like, that's the one with the big fight.
Yeah, he goes off in the third one. He fights Palpatine, right?
I think he fights Grievous in the third one, too, again, doesn't he?
Again, he doesn't fight Grievous in the second one.
Oh, then that's the first. I remember so little from Attack of the Clones because it's the most boring film on the planet.
I don't think Grievous makes it to the third movie.
Are you sure? I thought he did.
And he fights Obi-Wan. And I'm pretty sure Obi-Wan kills him.
It's been way too long since I've seen these things. But I remember Yoda's doing some crazy flippy shit in the third one.
Is it the third one or the second one or both?
I know he fights in both, but I thought the third one was when he goes, like, insane. And he's also doing the Force stuff and, like, holding people in the air and flipping.
He fights Palpatine in the third one, right?
Okay, then it must be Palpatine that he's fighting.
He fights Palpatine in, like, the boardroom. Like, that fucking giant, like, conference room.
Yeah.
And, like, they're fucking going off and going crazy. And I think that's happening simultaneously while Obi-Wan's fighting Anakin.
Okay, yeah.
And like, the fucking lava pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because goddamn Palpatine turned Anakin to the dark side, and Yoda shows up to fucking confront Palpatine pretty much simultaneously as
Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Obi-Wan confronting Anakin.
Yeah.
So who does Yoda fight in Attack of the Clones? Dooku?
Probably, yeah, I think so, actually, because there's, like, the drastic height difference between Christopher Lee and this fucking 1 foot tall Yoda.
Isn't it fucked up that I don't know, like, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but I know who the fuck Count Dooku and General Grievous and all these fucking idiots are?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what Dooku does. I just know that he's, like, a Sith guy.
Yeah.
And he's a Count Dooku.
Count Dooku and Count Dracula is almost like George Lucas was a fan or something.
Yeah, he must have seen a couple of Christopher Lee's other movies.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Tough to say.
But I don't know, man. And, like, I don't give a fuck about anything Marvel at all. So, like, I'm never going to watch any of those fucking shows.
Oh, hold on, buddy. If they somehow are able to do the rights issues, get those out of the way, and if they came out with a Spider-Man series, I would be interested in watching it.
If it's because they're already in the works of doing that for a film, and, like, I'll watch a film, but, like, I'm not trying to fucking invest hours and hours of my life in a show.
I will watch a Spider-Man show. I promise I will. I think it would be great, because Spider-Man shows have traditionally been pretty fucking good.
Yeah. I just don't watch shows.
The cartoons.
I just don't like shows.
So I think that if you did it in the live action, the way people do live action these days,
yeah,
it could be good. As for other stuff, I have no interest in seeing a Captain America show an Iron Man show, a fucking whatever show that they could do. I have no interest in.
Yeah. I mean, I'm intrigued in the Spider-Verse movie that they're working on, but, like, I don't know. I just can't get into shows. It's too much time for me. But
They're doing another. They're doing another.
Disney is. They're doing their version of it. They're getting everyone back. They're getting Tobey Maguire back, Andrew Garfield. Fuck
Oh
it.
wait, they're doing a live action Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to be called that, but it's the same scenario. Yeah, they're getting everyone back. The fucking guy that played Doc Ock is coming back. They've been saying, like, so many people are coming back. They're like, shit, is Tom Holland even going to be in this fucking movie? It's like they're, like, naming, like, all these fucking people that are going to be in it.
That's crazy.
Like, way too many people.
Who's directing it?
I don't know. I don't think that's been announced. I would
Are they
imagine.
bringing back all the directors?
I don't know. If they brought back Sam Raimi, that'd be incredible. But it'll probably
Sam Raimi just to direct the scenes with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah. Each Spider-Man has their respective director in it.
If Tobey Maguire tells a single fucking joke as Spider-Man, I'm calling shenanigans.
Why is he not allowed to joke?
He just doesn't joke. That's my big gripe with Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Is that he doesn't...
He was too much of the awkward kid.
He's not witty enough. I've always said that he makes a great Peter Parker. Tobey Maguire is probably the best Peter Parker they ever had.
Yeah.
But probably the worst Spider-Man. Because his Spider-Man's just as whiny as his Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And that's just not the way it's supposed to go.
Yeah. From what I've heard, Tom Holland has been a good mix of both. But I've only seen him in the two Avengers films. I haven't seen the Spider-Man standalones.
They're good. I haven't seen the Avengers films, but I've seen those on the airplane.
Yeah.
And they were both good. Pretty decent. I didn't like certain things, but I don't even remember what they are. I just remember that I enjoyed the movies, all in all.
Yeah. I don't know, man. We'll see. We're getting a fucking Buzz Lightyear film, but it's not Buzz Lightyear. It's just called Lightyear. It's about the astronaut who Buzz Lightyear is based off of, and I'm just like, who possibly could care about this?
Is Tim Allen playing the astronaut?
No, it's fucking Chris. Well, it's still CG. It's still Pixar, but it's going to be Chris Evans playing Lightyear the human, who eventually had a toy based off of him. So I don't know. There's very little information about all of these.
Ugh, okay. That sounds weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not very excited about any of it.
Yeah.
That Spider-Man universe movie though, that could be good.
Yeah.
Or interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be better than Spider-Verse though.
Yeah, probably not. Well, because from what I understand, they're like opening it up because like they're having like a new Doctor Strange movie coming out. It's called like the Multiverse of Madness, and that's how like all these universes are gonna get like intertwined, and then they're gonna do like the Spider-Man part of it, where like it's all the Spider-Mans or whatever. I don't know. Maybe we'll see some new people as Spider-Man.
Is Topher Grace coming back as Venom?
I don't know. It hasn't been announced.
Come back and fight fucking what's his face? Goddamn Mad Max.
Oh, fuck! I forget his name. God damn it.
Bane. Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy, yeah. I was gonna say that new Venom film's coming out, right? Pretty soon, Carnage, right?
Oh my god.
Did you erase that from your memory?
Oh, I thought they would cancel it.
Oh, God.
They got lucky with that first Venom movie that it sold based on name alone, and then when people saw it, they were probably like, oof.
That's what you thought. I still didn't see it, but that's what you're...
Oh, God.
What your
I mean,
thoughts on
don't worry about it. It's bad. It's like if Michael Bay directed a Venom movie.
Lots of explosions.
Explosions and fucking schizophrenic like cuts and stuff during action scenes, and
Huh.
it was really just like during the fight scenes at the end, like, you couldn't really tell what the fuck was going on. It's all dark, and there's all kinds of just cuts, and fucking the symbiotes are all fucking like jelly and shit.
Jesus Christ.
It's and I mean, that's not even really the part about the movie that's bad. It's really just the writing and fucking uh flow of the movie and pacing and all that is just like, oof, terrible. It's not a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. If this could be a conspiracy, why is Disney doing all this shit as shows and on Disney Plus instead of making films?
Because the cinema industry is going to die.
Here's a conspiracy. Do you think movie theaters are going to be non-existent in 2021?
No, because they've held on long enough already, and there's a vaccine out now, so that hopefully means that things will be getting back to normal soon. So hopefully they'll see a big spike in movie theaters attendance.
I hope so, because I love going to the cinemas. I mean,
in the summer.
Yeah, it's my preferred way to watch movies is in the theater. Did you see LeBron's quote? He was like, he said that he hopes that movie theaters will open the same weekend that Space Jam 2 opens, and that'd be like the first the first movie that people see.
Yeah, I bet he does. I mean, if that's how it goes down, I will be there to see Space Jam 2 on opening day.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opening day film for me, whether I have to see it in the theaters or at my house. Hopefully the drive-in fucking gets it, because I mean, either way it's a summer film, so hopefully I'll be able to see it no matter what.
Yeah, that's one that I'm gonna have to make some time for.
Yeah.
Space Jam, Halloween Kills. We've talked about it a bunch of times already on the podcast, but I'm still psyched for Halloween Kills. Can't wait. That trailer is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully these movie theaters will stay open. I think that they will.
Yeah. I hope so, man. I mean, and the end of the year is coming upon us now. I've been trying to watch some films that have come out this year, because I barely have enough to even scrounge together a top 10 of the year, because, I mean, not much came out. I'm about to see The Lodge. I gotta see that, because Miles has been saying that it's fucking great, but you know how he is with everything, but I was like, fuck it. I mean, it came out in 2020, so I mean, whatever, I'll give it a chance. I don't have fucking anything else to watch.
The Lodge.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I mean, Miles did us pretty good.
Oh, with the Sacrament?
With the Sacrament, yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. But, I don't know, what fucking movies did I even watch in 2020? That were,
I'm looking it up.
that were a 2020 release, that's the key.
I don't think that there's going to be...
Oh, so, okay, so...
much of anything for me aside from Host.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep, Host is literally the only new movie I watched this year.
Okay, so I've seen 9 movies that came out this year, at least on Letterboxd that I rated. So
what were they?
I need one more. So I saw, I guess starting in order, I saw Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
I saw Onward a couple weeks ago, but it came out in February, so that's where it is on there. I saw The Invisible Man, The Hunt. I watched a documentary about an octopus on Netflix. Because everyone was talking about that it was actually good, and I mean, I was bored, but I mean, if you like octopuses, I mean, there you go. Octopi. And I saw Host, Hubie Halloween, Borat, the subsequent movie film, and then Mank. I saw Mank like 2 days ago. That's David Fincher's new film. Which, had it been about the making of any other film, I would have enjoyed it, but the film is literally about the making of Citizen Kane. And it's like, bro, like, I ain't trying to watch that.
But you did.
Oh, I did. I mean, yeah. I mean, Fincher's one of my favorite directors, but it was just like, I wish it would have been about the making of anything other than Citizen Kane.
The making of The Raid.
That's fine.
Yeah, I've seen Host,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Hell of a list. Well, at least you saw a good one.
Yeah.
You really haven't seen any other 2020 release? Like, not even anything on Shudder? It was all... None of it was 2020?
Yeah, that was the only one from 2020.
Oh.
I had an interest in seeing Sonic the Hedgehog when I started hearing people say that it was actually decent, which blew me away because the trailers just looked awful.
Yeah. It was decent,
and I'm not
man.
even just talking about Sonic's design. I didn't care about that. I was like one of the few people. I came on the podcast and defended it, right?
I think so, yeah.
I said that like little Jared would have fucking wanted to see that Sonic.
Yeah.
Regardless, in the 90s, before the internet was like prevalent enough for like gigantic backlash like that got.
Imagine the internet, if it existed, when the Super Mario Brothers movie came out. When the first trailer for that dropped. Would we have been able to cyberbully them into changing the entire Super Mario Brothers movie? Because it wasn't just like a simple... I'm not that the CG fix was simple. I'm sure it took a lot of work, but it's not something where you're just swapping out a character. It's just like the whole movie was fucked, you know? Like, there was no way to fix it.
The movie was terrible. I don't know if King Koopa appeared in the trailer or not for the Super Mario Brothers movie. I don't remember.
I don't know if I've ever seen a trailer for it. I've only seen the film.
Yeah, I don't know if I have either. I probably have at some point since I was alive when it was coming out.
When I first saw the Super Mario Brothers film, I thought it was just a fucking fever dream. I didn't think it was real. Because it came on like fucking Disney Channel at like 2 in the morning when I was like 6 or 7. And like I remember like watching it, and then
It's probably the best movie Disney's ever played.
And I fucking never heard anything else about it for years until I like got into high school. And I was like, oh shit, other people remember this fucking obscure fucking thing I saw at like 2 in the morning when I couldn't sleep. But I don't know.
I don't remember much about it other than like I saw it when I was a kid. And there's a scene where someone has like a really tiny head.
Well, the Goombas are just these big jacked bodies, but they have like the little tiny like Goomba head on it still.
It's kind of like the exact opposite of what they actually are.
Yeah.
It's like a gigantic head with like feet.
Yeah, you couldn't get more opposite. You couldn't have gotten it more wrong, basically.
Questionable stylistic choice there by the director.
Yeah. But I've seen it like 3 or 4 times because Leaf was big into it. So like we watched it in college a couple times as like a guilty pleasure kind of thing. But I don't know. It's definitely strange.
God, I wish I could go back in time and do college the right way.
Yeah. You could have been with me and Ricky fucking playing Mario Party in the fucking lounges and hanging out and stuff, but...
Yeah, I would have had time to do that because I would have been...
doing it full time without a job.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and I probably wouldn't even study that much. I don't know.
I barely studied in school.
You just paid attention in class?
I guess, yeah.
You guess? What do you mean? Did you pay attention or not?
I mean, I passed. I mean, I had to have. I mean, I did the homework. But as far as like exams and stuff, like I never really like studied. But like, if I had to do homework and shit, like I would do it. But like, I wouldn't sit there and fucking read the textbooks or anything.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to be doing a lot of that in the coming months.
Yeah.
But the Kent State, Maine has a graduation rate of 55%. That's not great, but Kent State Ashtabula has a graduation rate of 25%.
Well, because most people that go to Kent Beulah, they like transfer out in a couple years. So I don't know if that's really like accurate percentages.
That makes sense. I just figured everybody was like, this sucks and drops out because that's what I did.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of that as well, but
Well, UNC of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, their graduation rate is like 95%.
how do you know this?
I looked it up on Google because I was alarmed by the low graduation rate of the school that I'm
Oh, really?
I figured, all right, I'll check a more prestigious university and see if, I figured prestige goes hand in hand with how difficult the courses probably are. And so I figured maybe people drop out of there too. No.
From what I've heard, like the super prestigious schools, like once you actually get in, they're not that bad because they already know that you're smart. So they're not going to fuck around with like all this like busy work and stuff, and it's sort of like easier. It's like the middle of the road schools where like they're fucking like trying to like weed people out and do all this like bullshit basically. From what I've heard, that's what people have said, I guess.
They already know you're smart. You get into UNC and they're like, hey brother, we already know you're smart. Just chill. We're just going to hang out today and 4 years from now, you get a degree. What do you think?
Yeah.
Well, I guess they're gonna try and weed me out then, and I honestly feel like they already think that I'm not going to do it good, because I talked to my academic advisor today, and it was just a really fucking like general conversation. Like, they didn't do any of the stupid shit where they like, all right, what are your goals or anything? Like, what do you hope to accomplish and all this? They're just like, nope. They're like, all right, you're going to want to do this, this, and this. Here's some classes. We'll sign you up for those. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, I had a similar experience when I was doing it, because I mean, like, they're seeing so many people. Like, it's not like in high school where, like, the counselor or whatever can like really get to like know you or whatever. Like in fucking college, it's just like whatever. And plus, I mean, it's Kent Beulah. Like you're not really getting the cream of the crop, faculty wise, I'm sure. But
I just feel like even back when I went 12 years ago, I felt like the faculty cared more about me back then.
I mean, it's also 2020. I mean, I don't know. Everyone's depressed.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of the vibe that I got, that, since my GPA is so bad and that I'm 32, they probably looked at my stuff and they're like, yeah, he's not going to make it.
Like, it's a done deal, brother. Just humor the poor guy or whatever.
I don't know. I mean, hopefully I do better this time.
All right, you've gotten much more wise in the past 12 years. Your vocabulary has increased a lot since we've been friends. I've noticed that.
Has it?
Yeah, you've gotten much more articulate.
That's weird. Okay.
I don't know.
That's good, though. It's good. Good observation.
I don't know.
I just need to... Here's what I need to do. I need to, like, get hypnotized. I need to, like, drop all the useless fucking knowledge that I have that doesn't mean a damn. Like, I still want to know, like, what the plot of Rurouni Kenshin is, okay? But do I really need to know every single fucking character's name?
Not necessarily.
Like, Cho the Sword Hunter?
Jesus Christ.
Like, do I really need to know about him or fucking, who was the giant guy? Was he literally just called Fuji?
I can't you're talking about the actual giant that, like, destroys the city. I can't remember his name.
So maybe I don't even remember that many, but I remember the main cast's name. I could probably stand to forget some of their names, like Yahiko. I could probably.
That's a main cast member.
I could probably stand to forget his
like
name.
Jesus Christ, at least forget like Conryu Takeda or some shit, like something that's like.
I could never forget Conryu Takeda, the Oniwaban group, Aoshi Shinomori. Oh God, can I remember all of them? Hanya, Henya. Um. Oh God, who's the guy that breathes fire? Hyotoko. Um. And then there's the one guy that I'm not going to remember his name because he literally. I don't even. I think he fights Sanosuke and loses. He's got the cuts on his face, like the
Oh,
scars on
okay.
his
I know who
face.
you're talking. I can't remember his name. I couldn't remember half the names you said. I just remember Conryu.
Yeah, Hyotoko breathes a fire. Henya shoots the fucking poison darts out of his fingers. Hanya is the guy with the mask. He's the cool looking one
Yeah.
that has like the sleeves that make it look like his arm gets longer when he punches.
Right. Yeah, with the mask with the fangs. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you don't really see it that well in the anime, but in the manga, when Kenshin breaks his mask, you see like under his thing is just like straight, like his entire face is burnt.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like all of his features are burnt off so he can wear like masks and appear as other people.
Yeah. What's some other useless knowledge you think you can forget?
Okay,
Like, what do you consider useless knowledge? Like, Ben Tramer is definitely essential now that we remember it, and now it's firmly planted into our brains. We can never forget Ben Tramer.
Wait, I know the name. What
Oh
did
my,
he do?
you're killing me, bro. Ben Tramer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Halloween.
Okay.
And he gets fucking destroyed by the.
But
See, buddy, goddamn it, I was so close. I was so close to get rid of Ben Tramer.
do you know what the funniest thing about Halloween 2 is in that scene? Because you can perceive it as like, oh, it's just dark humor. Like, this poor cop is just taking the chance that could be Michael Myers. He's gonna run him over or whatever. But then right as soon as the cop gets out of...
Could be. Somehow Ben Tramer was hip to the whole thing and wore the exact costume that Michael Myers was wearing, except with bleached blonde hair.
So for a casual viewer, you could perceive the cop as just taking a chance on this guy, going like, all right, I'm taking him out. I'm going to be the hero, killing Michael Myers with my cop car. But he gets out, and the first thing he says, it was so dark I couldn't even see him. It's like, what the fuck? And you didn't see that fucking van you plowed into?
And the other cops are there, and they're like, hey, stop! Hey!
Yeah,
Hey!
Loomis
He's
is freaking out.
like,
Jesus Christ.
oh, Ben Tramer. Okay, no, the day before, me and Maisie, we were watching a wrestling pay-per-view from early 1998. Okay?
Well, like in your house or something, or a big one?
Yeah, it was like right before WrestleMania where Shawn Michaels dropped the belt to Stone Cold.
Okay.
Because I remember the thing that was going on at the pay-per-view was that Shawn Michaels wasn't there. Obviously, he had a bad back. They had to find someone to take his place in the main event because it was a 8-man tag. It was like Triple H and the New Age Outlaws before they were officially a part of DX.
Uh-huh.
And then a substitute for Shawn Michaels. Now, I didn't get to the point where we saw who the substitute was. Versus Stone Cold, Cactus Jack, Terry Funk, and I don't remember who the last person was. But maybe it was like fucking Owen Hart or something. But so we're watching, and then this random music hits, okay? And I'm like, and before they came out, before the announcers said anything, I'm like, oh yeah, here comes Mark Marrow. Yeah, I could stand to forget Mark Marrow's entrance music.
Maybe. Wasn't he Justin Beulah like last year? Didn't he host like some fucking like...
Yeah, he's like a motivational speaker now.
Yeah.
Like speaks at schools and stuff.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I
He's
mean,
like a born again Christian, I think,
as they all are,
because he lost his wife to Brock Lesnar.
pretty much.
There's not much you can do about that.
Not much you can do after that, but talk about being positive and Christianity and stuff, and fucking lost Sable. I don't know. But yeah, some wrestling themes, definitely some useless knowledge you could probably lose, I guess.
Yeah. Like Michinoku Driver. Remembering the fact that even though Jerry the King Lawler's son is dead, technically, he did not die before Jerry the King Lawler. Even though Jerry the King Lawler is still alive today.
Jesus. Oh, Lord. I don't know, man.
Oh man, Punky's home.
That's always fun. Cool. Well, anything else you want to leave the viewers with? Next week is the Christmas special, so we're going to have some Christmas-related content for you guys. I have a couple ideas, but we'll figure it out, what we want to do. I don't know. We'll see.
I'll lay that in. I trust you.
Okay. Well, then I have an idea, and we'll talk about it next week, I guess.
All right.
So, we'll figure it out. We'll put our own spin on the Christmas top 10s or whatever, Christmas rankings. We'll put our own two nerds spin on it. So
Yeah, and we'll have our KFC ready.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'll be a good time.
Even though it'll be a little bit before Christmas, but you know.
It'll be our Christmas special.
Well, because we'll have to. So hold on. So this episode is coming out on like the 12th, right?
Yeah.
Next week it'll be the 19th. Then the next one is the 26th. So like, I just don't know when we should. I don't know. Like, when would we record? Because like, if we did the 19th as the Christmas special, I'm assuming we're recording the other one before Christmas, right? Or I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Regardless, you're going to be getting some Christmas episodes. At least one, maybe two. And then after that, it's got to be the end of the year special. The best of 2020. All the memes, all the fucking everything.
The one the day after Christmas has to be the end of the year special.
But then there's another one after that, right? Because that's not the last one of 20... Oh, yeah, that will be the last one of 2020. So that one will have to be the end of the year special. Because then January 2nd, we're coming in with Hercules in New York.
Yeah.
Starting off the New Year strong. So... with Arnold strong.
And we have to do the Sylvester Stallone movies as well.
Yep, for February, man. I saw a quote from Stallone on his IMDb where I have to read this to you, and this will be one of our closing remarks, I guess. His because I wasn't even looking at it, because I was looking at something for the fucking Expendables, and the number one quote on Sylvester Stallone's IMDb is, where the fuck is it? Now it fucking changed. I am so fucking pissed right now. Because now it's different. It was basically saying that Stop or My Mom Will Shoot is the worst film of all time. And he was talking about it. He was like, I've made a lot of mistakes in my career, and I've made some horrible films. And he said something like, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, like, don't even give it 15 minutes.
Oh my god.
It was something like that, but now the quote is magically gone because it knew I was looking for it.
Well, I can't wait for Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
I don't know. So that'll be the first one of February. So
that one's going to be going head to head with
well, that'll be going head to head with Junior. So that one will be a little bit later on in February. Perhaps the Valentine's special. Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, for all the MILFs out there.
Yeah. Or maybe we'll do the Italian Stallion for the Valentine's Day
that's a good one as well, yeah. If only Arnold had a porno.
Oh, I would watch the shit out of that.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Well, I guess that's about it for this week, you guys. As always, make sure you guys are liking the show, subscribing, spreading the good word about the show. No Star Reviews. Let us know all your thoughts down in the comments as you do every week. We really look forward to reading them. And yeah, so
what did he say last week
about the conspiracies? Yeah, I can pull it up.
Yeah, we gotta show No Star some love here.
Yeah. All right. He said YouTube thought it was necessary to... Oh, I did notice that. Under our conspiracy theories episode, YouTube has automatically put in a Wikipedia article about the reptile people. Like, annotated onto our video to, like, fact check us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he also says, happy womb evacuation day to Miles. Miles likes cheese butter, got it. In reference to the cheese butts, apparently, that Miles wants. And he says, this is taking a strange turn already. Jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Exactly, good job bringing that up. What he doesn't get about 9/11 is that Bush is a complete idiot, and yet Bush was also the mastermind of 9/11. So that's a conspiracy. How is he also dumb and a mastermind at the same time?
Or is he just the pawn?
Could be the pawn, yeah. I know Kyrie Irving thinks the media are pawns. Did you see that quote? Your boy.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big fan of the show, and he's taken a lot of our conspiracy theories a little too seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, he's talking about the Holocaust deniers. He's talking about Avril Lavigne. No, accidentally dating someone is a story for the podcast, because when Miles said he was accidentally dating someone and that he couldn't talk about it on the show. So No Star Reviews needs that story, so we're going to have to get that out of him.
Wait, who was he accidentally dating?
I can't remember who he was talking about, because he said, he was like, yeah, I accidentally dated this person, but that's not a story for the podcast.
What did the person do? I don't remember any of this.
I don't know. I'm going to have to re-listen to it or ask him about it. I can't remember. He's talking about Avril Lavigne and Chad Kroeger. And yeah, a bunch of stuff. But Michael Jordan. Basically responding to every conspiracy theory that we did. So we still need to hear what his favorite conspiracy theory is. So No Star, let us know.
Leave that one in the comments below.
Yeah. And all right, so that's going to be it for this episode. And then what do you... The hell is that? Is that us?
I'm watching a video of Bret Hart watching his scene from The Simpsons.
Oh, great.
And then him saying that he doesn't feel sorry for Mr. Burns after he yells at him in the cartoon.
Aw, poor guy.
So the real Bret... So the cartoon Bret Hart called Mr. Burns a pencil neck geek, which is a classy Freddie Blassie line.
Yeah.
And then the real Bret Hart, who's watching this unfold on television, holding a beer, turns to the camera and says, "Don't feel sorry for him."
Was this an older episode? Or was this a recent video of Bret Hart?
It's a recent video of Bret Hart. Very proud of himself here. He's holding a controller. He's holding a controller, not a beer. But yeah, he's pretty proud of that Simpsons episode. I think it's an older episode of The Simpsons.
I would imagine, because I don't know if he'd really be too relevant to have on nowadays.
Yeah. All right, let's sign this thing off.
All right, I'm signing off.
And I will catch your ass down the road.